All right, legends, I wanted to clarify for you type 1 and type 2 errors very quickly. Type 1 error, a real case event that happened recently. They had Face ID software in different police officers' record systems that they would use, you can hear my son in the background, to figure out if suspects were in the register for being wanted, right? And these Face IDs had what were called false positives. So the system was used, even though when you were going out, it would accidentally take innocent people's faces and mistake them for guilty people's faces, right? And that would be an example of a type 1 error, right? We reject the null, right? The null in this case being that they're innocent, which is what we presume always. We reject that in favor of the alternate. This person is the suspect. When really, you tell them, Miles, when really this is not the case, and that's an innocent human being. So that's a type 1 error. Type 2 error is failing to reject the null when you actually should reject the null. Boeing had a big fiasco with this in 2019 with, I think it was the 737 MAX plane. It had a maneuvering system, and I can't remember what the acronym was, but it was a maneuvering system that helped with all the tech devices on the plane to allow it to have safe landings. And they assumed that that maneuvering system was fine and that everything about it worked well. And so they let the planes go and fly, and they actually had to shelve the 737 MAX because that maneuvering system was flawed. And even in simulations, it seemed fine, but in real practice, it was flawed. So in that case, we failed to reject the null, right, when we should have. The null was the plane is safe. Obviously, we've done the tests, that becomes the null. That's what the research said. However, we found that even though it seemed like it was fine, we should have rejected the null in favor of the alternate because the plane turned out not to be safe. Okay, great examples there of type 1 and type 2 errors. I hope things are going well for you. And this is Mr. Mays signing off. Enjoy your weekend.